apologize in advance. Welcome to Hey EW. I am RJ City, and my guest is Lance Archer. Hey! Oh, God. The Murder Hawk monster. That's a lot. You know? First of all, Hawk already kind of implies that it's a murder. I mean, they don't exactly eat berries. What's the difference between a murder hawk and a hawk?
Well, let me tell you about it. Actually, it's just fun.
Okay.
It's like having a mythical creature just fly in and take you and toss you the out.
Right. And then you have monster on top of it. I gotta say, though, if a hawk is already double good at murdering, kind of implies that was it a monster first or a murderer first?
It's scary.
It is scary.
That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. May I purport this theory that I heard online?
What is that theory that you have?
That the murder in Murder Hawk actually refers to a murder of crows that make the formation of a hawk to disguise themselves so they can carry out their murders undetected. Your thoughts?
That's way too much thinking. It's just for fun, man.
It's just for fun.
Just say Murder Hawk.
Okay.
Say it.
Murder Hawk.
No, with more conviction. Murder Hawk!
Murder Hawk.
Monster.
Monster.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Okay. Don't listen to Danhausen, though. He has a whole different name for that.
I've listened to him far too much.
Yes, I know.
Hawks are so dangerous that other birds...
Are they, though?
Well, I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
Other birds and animals will go into hiding while they're around. Are you lonely because you're violent, or are you violent because you're lonely?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. But who says I'm lonely?
I'm asking you.
I don't know. You had it on your paper.
Okay.
You said I'm lonely. You had it all worked into each other. Lonely because I'm violent, violent because I'm lonely.
Well, it's not like you're playing dominoes in the hallway. People usually steer clear of you.
I might be playing dominoes in the hallway. It's a fun game. Do you ever play dominoes in the hallway?
I don't know how.
Why not?
I'd like to learn.
Learn.
Thank you.
I told you.
Really
Next time I come back, we're playing dominoes
Okay.
in the hallway.
Great.
Okay?
You have
Me?
the greatest catchphrase
All right.
ever.
Well, it's very factual.
Tell everybody what it is.
Everybody dies!
This is why it's so fantastic.
Okay.
First of all, you look like you kill a lot of people.
A couple times.
Second of all, even if you didn't, the catchphrase is completely true with or without your involvement.
Yes. Everybody dies.
Everybody
Including
dies.
me. I just had to be last.
Fair enough.
That means you too.
I'll go before you. That's fine with me.
I can help you.
Not now.
Why not?
Let's just get through this.
Okay.
I want to get some clicks. In an industry built on lies, you hit people with the harshest truth of all. And when I am on my deathbed, you know what I'm going to think?
What do you? Everybody
Lance
dies.
Archer was right.
Yeah, everybody dies.
Why are you so in touch with mortality?
Because I'm not scared of it. Yeah.
Because?
I think it's just because I realize that it's a factual thing, and my faith says don't be afraid.
I never thought I would seek comfort in you.
Yeah.
And yet,
But
here
it's
we are.
fun leading other people to their demise.
Right, sort of like a shepherd in a way.
Sure.
This
Very
is the way.
scary. One swoops in, picks you up, throws you on the ground. That kind of
Yeah,
guy.
fair enough.
I don't know if shepherds really do that, but I'll take it.
I'm one of the angry shepherds.
Okay.
You are from Gauze, Texas.
No, I'm not.
It said you were.
I know, it
Why
lied.
did okay.
Get off Wikipedia.
Where are you from?
Where do they announce me from on the TV? Oh, you're not listening.
Yeah, but why
are you?
does it
You're
say?
not listening.
Why does
You're
it
not
say
listening.
from Angry
You're
Town?
not listening.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's Hearn, Texas.
Hearn?
Which
And
is-
are you from Hearn?
I'm from Hearn.
Okay.
And Gauze is about 8 miles away. So
I think we're splitting hairs here.
well, I split the hairs because I never grew up in Gauze.
You hated Gauze?
Not necessarily. It's just very small.
It sounds so boring.
It is. So is Hearn, but it's okay.
But you've been to Gauze.
Yeah. So to be fair, my dad lives in Gauze now.
Okay.
But I never lived in Gauze.
Okay.
I grew up in the great town of Hearn, Texas.
Well, I have all this information about Gauze, so let's talk about that.
Let's talk about
It's an
Gauze.
unincorporated town of 400 people,
Yeah.
a statistic that has not changed since 1990. Why do you think that is?
Well, because I hadn't been there to kill anybody.
Okay.
Everybody dies, that thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess no one's having sex. No one's birthing anyone in Gauze, right?
They're having sex, it's just not with people.
Oh, boy. Back to the Hawks.
Okay.
Huh? I see why people
I
leave.
don't know if it's Hawks.
True or false?
What's that?
Your actual first and middle names are Lance Vance.
No.
They're not? Is that true? I had a whole thing here. I was so excited.
Let me see this. Let me see this.
Lance Vance, you're going to take it away and give it back?
I am.
Oh, no.
Oh, what are you going to do now?
Lance Vance.
Here you go.
Thank you.
No, it is not Vance. Vance was to the late great Dusty Rhodes.
Yes.
I was Vance Archer in another place.
Because he hated L's.
Well, I guess so. But the other place was very adamant on people not using their real names. If you know what I'm talking about.
The AWA.
Yeah. And so I think Vance was a play on Lance.
And what was the play? Just adding a V.
Instead of L and a V.
Right.
Excuse me. And then, but Archer is actually my father's first name.
Really? And his name was Archer?
No, not at all. He was Otis Archer.
Otis Archer.
Yeah. Oh, he was a junior, actually.
Get out of here.
Do you know what my real last name is, or are we supposed to mention that here?
That's up to you. I'm not getting involved.
I think it's all over my social medias, and it's actually on the internet, but, you know.
And it is?
I don't know. What is it?
Do you want to say it?
You can say
I'm
it.
not going to say it.
You can say it.
Wait. There, that's it. I heard that before. Okay. I don't want to say it too loud. I don't want to disturb anybody.
So no, that is not, Vance is not my middle name.
Okay.
If we're talking about reality, if we're talking wrestling, there is no
At
middle
this
name.
point, I think we're far from it.
No, I don't know.
You have an English degree.
I do.
Which is irrelevant because you're also a quarterback at Texas State University.
Which was also irrelevant.
Oh my God, I sound like Jim Ross. Aren't you a little tall to be a quarterback?
No, actually, when I was playing, which was a couple years ago, you know, the prototypical quarterback was the big, tall guy, the Dan Marino types, if you know pro football and things like that.
I've seen some testosterone replacement commercials, so I know who he is.
Yes, okay. Does he do those?
Yeah, he
I
does.
thought he does the gloves one.
Where are you putting gloves to get testosterone? That's what I want
But
to
they're
know.
completely disconnected.
I'm not that familiar with football.
But I mean,
did
if you're giving somebody else testosterone, maybe you put gloves on.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Did you get to hold the ball and yell out codes before you said hot?
Yes.
What are some of the codes? Yell out some of the codes for everybody.
Well, we're talking a couple years ago. Blue 42, down set, hot.
And
That
I
was a
don't
good
know
one.
what happens after that.
But I
but
used
it
to
must-
yell it.
Okay, we got it. That's why I never played.
You should try it.
One day I will.
No, say it.
Blue 42, said hot.
There you go.
Excellent.
I don't know if they'd go for that command. But
You started wrestling under the name Lance Steele.
Yes.
Original.
We got
And
I got one right.
when you forgot your gear and had to come up with another gimmick on the fly, you wrestled as Breakdown.
I did.
Tell me about Breakdown. What was the gimmick? You were having a midlife crisis?
Basically, like now. Yeah, I just was going to a show and broke the age-old rule of never forget your gear, and I forgot all my damn gear. And so I just had like a tank top and some track pants and stuff like that. And I was like, what sounds kind of cool and edgy? And I was like, Breakdown. And they're like, let's do it. So I wrestled as Breakdown.
And then you're like, we have to stop this.
Well, actually, no. It was in the Corpus Christi, Texas area for GCCW, I think I remember. And they loved it. The fans there loved it.
Because they all have breakdowns there.
What?
They all have breakdowns there.
Well-
So what am I doing with my life? They probably found it relatable.
It's by a beach. How do you have a breakdown on a beach, bro?
It's Texas.
It's no.
You know?
Whoa.
I'm a gauze man. You know me. I'm a gauze. I'm a Hearn gauze.
Just
I'm a
let
big
everybody
fan of
know
Hearn.
this is going to be the last episode because he's disrespecting Texas.
We're not playing dominoes
when we're
anymore.
done here, everybody dies.
You were also part of a tag team called the Rockin' Raven Faction with the late, great Jimmy Rave.
Yep.
I saw multiple pictures of you where you had a cigarette in your mouth.
A couple of them.
They let you smoke?
No, I didn't.
You can't even, on TBS, you can't even do that. You can't even.
Again, I've been around for a while.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, they didn't. It wasn't lit, so I
Yeah.
never actually smoked the
Right.
cigarette. So yeah, it was part of the whole rock and rave.
You made it seem so cool. Maybe you should do a little don't smoke PSA for the kids watching at home.
Listen, kids, don't smoke because everybody dies, and if you smoke, that means it's going to be you sooner than later, and that sucks.
You have, to put it mildly, you have a lower back tattoo.
The champ stamp?
Is that what the male equivalent is?
That's what I like to call it.
Okay, because I have other options here if
I
you
know
want to hear
you do.
them.
No, I've heard them all.
You sure?
Yes.
Have you heard Buddy Duddy?
What?
Have you heard? Okay.
Buddy Duddy. Who the hell came up with Buddy Duddy?
These are on the streets are telling me this. Guy died?
So you're on the streets asking people these questions?
I just heard them. I spent time
You are
in
lying.
parties.
Is it the same place that thought my middle name was Vance?
Probably.
Listen,
They're not reliable people. What do you feel about Guy Die? Will we call it Guy
Guy
Die?
Die?
Yeah. Frat Tat?
Frat tat. It was close
Not
because
bad.
the original version I did get in college.
Okay.
It's not what it is now. It's
Okay.
changed a little bit, and it's morphed. There's a lot more than just that on my back.
Well, let me tell you the final term.
Oh my God.
Twink Ink.
Twink ink.
Does that do anything for you?
No, does it for you?
Well, it's a long story. On top of that, you also have braids.
Yes.
You
Oh, I thought you were
sometimes-
talking about on top of the tattoo that's
Well,
above there.
I mean, here on top of your
okay, okay.
person. And you also sometimes have nose rings. On paper,
Nose rings?
sometimes you had a little thing on your nose.
Never
Did
had
you have a little
That's a
thing on your nose?
booger. That ain't a nose ring.
I got the wrong picture.
I usually pick that out.
You know, on paper, it sounds like my aunt has had a midlife crisis in St. Thomas. But you, with all due respect, you make the whole thing work. How is that possible?
Because it's me.
I don't want to tell you something. I looked at some old photos of you.
I do like your aunt, though.
She's cute. She's a swell woman.
Yeah.
I've seen some pictures.
Swell.
I've seen some pictures of you without all this in your younger years. And I mean this. You're gorgeous. You're a very handsome man. Is your beauty the foundation that makes that all work?
I will let you exclaim that to the mountains and the moon.
An emphatic yes.
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 Don't yawn, though.
No. To be absolutely cliche, you're big in Japan. The whole country loves you.
Literally and figuratively.
Why do you think Japan has such a proclivity for large, burly, scary Texans?
Because it's fun to scare the out of baby Japanese kids, if you've seen a couple of those pictures.
Are they giving you the reverse racism?
What?
It's positive, but they're, big cowboy. That reverse racism?
I think that's only if you actually take it as such, and I do not.
Right.
I have fun with it. They actually hold their children up and go, scare my baby. If you've seen some of the pictures in the video,
I have.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And the kids are scared to death, and the fathers and mothers and whatnot are absolutely loving it.
And I'm sure they'll grow up completely fine.
Yes.
Wikipedia also says
Oh, God.
that you are a, quote, devout Christian. Do you agree with devout? Who's
am.
determining devout? Did they call you up and they said, you okay with devout?
I think devout just means that you have true faith.
Okay, because I went to Catholic school.
Okay.
I was communed, I was confirmed. Does that make me devout?
Do you have the faith?
I have faith.
Do you have the faith?
That faith?
Yes.
It has to be the one.
Yes.
I'm scared of it.
Okay.
Something's going on.
Okay, that's it.
Right?
That's fair. I have no judgment because ultimately I think it's a personal decision. You choose what you want. I choose what I want.
Yes.
I have no disrespect to you for that. Don't disrespect me for mine. And I just say devout because I have faith and I believe. And even though I am no saint by any means, that is where I come from.
In the Bible, when Jesus flipped the table,
He did.
that was a lot.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a big curveball?
Why?
Imagine following that guy around all the time, you know, peaceful. All of a sudden flips the table.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
He had good reason.
When you read that, do you go, oh, or do you go, ah?
I understood it.
Does that justify the violence and aggression in your own life?
Well, I don't know if, his motives, I think, were a little more pure. Mine are a little more not so pure. So therefore, mine might be a little twisted in comparison.
Do you think he cleaned it up after? Or do you think he made them clean it up?
No, why would he clean that up?
I know, he may have felt bad,
Do
low
you know
remorse,
why
low
he
forgiveness.
did it?
Yes,
Why?
the den of thieves. They were selling inside the house of the Lord.
There you go.
He didn't want it happening.
Why would he clean it up then?
I know, he felt bad. Just like say, hey guys, a lesson learned, I'll clean it up for you, don't worry about it.
A couple years ago, they had people to do that.
That's fair. Devout fella to devout fella.
Okay,
If I may put you on the spot.
go for it.
Someday you will die.
I will.
And I would assume, as a believer in the faith,
Yes,
you would like to go to heaven.
us.
Let's say it's that traditional version of heaven.
Okay.
Everybody makes it there. We're all going to have a good time. It's going to be a big soiree.
Let's do it.
I have to be honest with
What's
you.
that?
It's going to be hard to run into you in heaven and not be terrified.
I'll be back to the other guy that you liked and said was, with the hair and.
Can we do a little improv
Let's go for it.
of the heaven hello?
Let's try.
You're in heaven. Can we get up? Can we do that?
Let's try.
You're in heaven. I'm gonna walk. Can we move the mic, please? We're doing a heaven improv.
Move the mic.
So I'm in heaven. Let's say you're already there. Something happened to me.
Someone hanging out.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Mr. Archer. Mr. Archer. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Archer.
Somebody talking.
Let's figures, please.
Why are you here?
I made it. I don't know the reasons. I don't make but I'm here.
St. Peter, come here.
Good to see you.
Hold on. Come here. This guy? Really? All right, cool. Hey, let's
Heaven hug.
hug it out.
Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll go back.
Good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Pleasure, Peter.
They've got good punch over there. You okay?
I'm fine.
Welcome to heaven.
I just repented in my pants.
You know, it happens.
Well, this has been a migration.
Do you have a migraine?
A little bit. And I'm
What?
gonna stretch and yawn.
Stretch and yawn.
Because you murdered this interview.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
And in the words of the red-tailed hawk,
Everybody dies.
I took it too literally.
Gosh darn.
Sorry.
I want to cuss, but now you've put out the whole faith
Well, I
thing.
shut out the lights. You can say whatever you want now.
What the Is this mine now?
Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
enjoy.